So you just threw down an AoE and it's popping some insane damage ticks, and then this guy comes along and uses a skill which pushes the enemy out of your AoE. Well, maybe you were that guy that used the CC and suddenly you have an angry player jumping up and down and screaming profanities at you about CC. But what does he mean? What the hell is CC? CC is crowd control. To quote from the wiki, crowd controls are a set of effects that temporarily prevent actions or movement and disable all skills for the effect's duration. Well, today I'm going to put that into simple wording for you and tell you exactly what CC is and how to use it effectively. But before we start that, you should first understand what Defiance is. Put simply, this blue bar here, that signifies that the enemy has Defiance. Well, what does this mean? This means that the boss has a higher amount of defense against normal attacks. In some cases, Defiance is used as a mechanic. For example, in Dragon's Stand, when you're fighting the mouth of Mordramoth, there is a phase of the battle where players must break the mouth's Defiance bar before he eats one of the islands. Another example is the Leyline Anomalies, who also use a Defiance bar, which must be broken to stop them from running. So the question is, how do you break a Defiance bar? The simple answer: with crowd control skills. So now you know that the blue bar means drop a whole mess of CCs on that guy. Alternatively, if it doesn't have a Defiance bar, it is highly recommended that you avoid using CC skills, especially when you're in a group, as it may serve to upset your fellow players. So let's get to it. We should probably outline what is classed as CC. Well, there are two types of CC. There is hard CC and soft CC. And the way to find out what skills have CC is to look at its description and see if it possesses any of these control effects. For hard CC, you're looking for Daze, Fear, Float, Knockback, Knockdown, Launch, Pull, Sink, Stun, and or Taunt. For soft CC, you're looking for Chill, Cripple, Immobilize, and or Slow. I realise for some classes this may be a little bit of a problem, as you'll find you have a choice of 2 or 3 CC skills with a large cooldown. But that's why it's important for you to know which skills you have and ensure you save them, meaning make sure they're not on cooldown, ready to break the enemy's Defiance bar. The reason I say this is because when a Defiance bar is broken, it will begin to charge. While it's in the yellow charging phase, your CC will not have any effect. This is the enemy's CC cooldown/recharge. Once the bar fills back up, it will turn blue again and you will need to use your CC skills again at that point to break the bar. In some cases, once the Defiance bar is broken, it will stay broken with no recharge. So be sure to check that so that you can plan your skill rotation accordingly. Now in this description below, I have linked a number of desktop backgrounds that I have created for you guys to use at your leisure. Set it to your desktop background if you like, so you always have that reference to hand. Alternatively, I've also provided a reference card for you that gives all CC skills in one image that you can print off and keep to hand. Feel free to share these images with your friends, but be sure to tell them that you got them from this channel and ask them to subscribe for more. So here's a quick recap for you so you know how to be a happy CC'er. Rule number 1, don't use CC on standard enemies while others are around. You may knock them outside of someone's powerful AoE. Rule number 2 is when you see a Defiance bar, unload all your CCs as fast as you can, unless told otherwise. Rule number 3 is be smart and help your team out by using CCs to pull large groups of enemies together so the AoE team can blast them to hell. Also, try to ensure you know how the Defiance mechanic works for each event, as they do vary. If in doubt, ask a commander on the map for clarification. And if you ever see someone shout CC, then you know what to do. And that's all for this video. Please remember to subscribe to this channel to get detailed tutorials on the newest mechanics and tactics for the latest content. Have fun out there, guys, and keep being awesome.